Joshua!
Clive!
My brother.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're alive. We both are. Nothing else matters. I never dared hope that I would see this day.
Reunited at last.
Jill.
This is for my father. It is done. The demon that would tear our house apart is no more. Father.
The Mother Crystal. It's collapsing.
Right. We need to leave.
No. Wait. I owe him a debt.
Fine.
Don't reinforce the wall.
Situation.
Report, Captain.
It could be fires of spray.
Can nothing be done to call them off?
I regret not, Your Radiance. The Dragoons answer to none but His Imperial Highness. The Council is powerless to intervene.
We're hearing reports of rebel
Madness is this, Dion.
guard throughout the neighboring districts.
Focus all efforts on extinguishing the fires around the capital. The city can wait.
What about stocks and weapons in our hands?
Don't dally, man. Go!
Your Radiance.
Are the doors locked?
And I want you to find out
Make sure the doors are locked.
Dalmek's movement.
By the light. Dion. Have you taken leave of your senses? Call off the Dragoons at once.
Fear not. The populace will come to no harm at their hands. I am here to save you, Father.
Save me.
A creeping darkness hides in the heart of Sanbreque. It stems from your wife, the traitorous Annabella.
Not another word, Dion.
Father, though you may not see it, the darkness has taken hold of you. It has made you forget yourself. But I bid you remember, there was a time when you ruled not with cruelty, but with compassion. Why now do you turn your back on your people? Why now do you seek to stoke the fires of war? You too have borne witness to this change, Your Eminences. And you know, as well as I, who is responsible for it. A puppet now sits upon the throne, but cut his strings and the master loses the power!
What?
Dion, you bear steel before your emperor? Guards! Take him!
For every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. Those were your words. But when the last of your citizens has fallen, and all of their homes have been reduced to ash, what will become of your empire, of its rulers, of your god? As the mother crystals crumble one by one, and the blight sweeps in to claim all that we hold dear, our people look to their emperor for protection. Yet he labors not to secure their futures, but to seize what is left of the twins for himself. Even if it should come at the cost of everything his loyal citizens have labored to build.
Dion, you must understand.
A small price to pay, is it not? You've been blessed with great power, Dion. Enough to win me the world. So go, claim Valisthea for me, brother.
Dion.
Gods! Gods!
Father.
Poor father. How he doted on his children. That he would die to protect me was plain. It was but a matter of when.
You planned this?
You did well to endure so long. But you broke in the end, as I knew you would. And now Muthos approaches. Put him to the proof. I would see if he breaks. Go, Bahamut. Kinslayer.
Not again.
Brother?
It's a long story.
You cannot stay here, Mother. Come. Take my hand.
Get away from me! This is all just a dream, just a bad dream! You will not take me, Shadow! You will not take me!
Mother.
If it is consciousness that weaves your wills together, consciousness that blurs the boundary between your own will and that of others, then we shall set you apart once more. The ties that bind you shall be severed, and humanity return to its proper place. By primogenesis shall a new age of reason begin.
Relax, Your Majesty. Don't you want to play? It's been a long time.
If that is your wish.
Men, you are as meek as all the others.
Such feeble creatures. Gifted the power of icons, yet slaves to fickle emotions which usher you to your doom. And so you bind your fragile wills with strands of consciousness.
The wretched handiwork of a wretched people.
The sons of fire were united at last, and for but a moment their flame burned bright. Soon Mythos shall become our perfect vessel.
And then shall the world be remade.
Not before the bonds are severed, of trust, of respect, of love. Only when every strand of consciousness is cut away, may Mythos return to our side. By primogenesis shall all be undone. Mankind shall be rid of his wretchedness, and Mythos of his will. But while he yet clings to it, he has the power to forge bonds anew. And so we bid you, find Mythos, and sever every one.
To destroy that which has no physical form. You ask the impossible.
There is nothing your black blade cannot cut, Odin. We shall unite with Mythos and bring forth a new world. So long as our vessel remains unclaimed by humanity.
It shall be done, Master. My will is yours. Mother.
How is your brother?
Asleep since I returned from the Dominion. Taya says he should be back on his feet soon enough. For a while, at least. She discovered something on his chest. A swelling, circled in stone.
The curse. For every mountain we climb, another rises up to greet us, doesn't it?
It's never ending. Even the sky seems to have grown tired of it all. Taya won't be happy if I disturb Joshua. While he rests, I might as well see what Otter has to say.
Je savais pas quoi dire, tout simplement, au moment où les frères se retrouvent. C'était vraiment un moment inoubliable. Et ça m'a fait vraiment presque pleurer, mais c'était, je sais pas quoi dire, mais magnifique, les retrouvailles des frères et aussi... Et j'espère que vous avez aimé l'histoire et le développement de notre live. Par rapport aux critiques des gens, par rapport au Final Fantasy, le système de jeu et tout ça, oui, c'est un peu différent, mais on a déjà débuté sur Final Fantasy XV, mais bon, là on passe à un cran, mais côté histoire, c'est dingue. C'est dingue. On peut pas avoir un jeu parfait, mais peut-être Final Fantasy XVII, peut-être on aura, comment dirais-je, une fusion de gameplay de Final Fantasy XVI, 15, et peut-être le système de jeu de Final Fantasy VII, Remake et Rebirth. Donc c'est une chose à regarder plus tard, dans l'avenir. On ne sait jamais. Même s'il y a des rumeurs sur Final Fantasy IX Remake. Donc là, vraiment, je voulais dire ça par rapport aux critiques et tout ça. Et par rapport au gameplay, jusque là, je suis satisfait. Surtout de l'histoire. Donc, allez les gars, on continue. Voyons voir. Boîte aux lettres. Avec toi, toujours. Je suis dans cette histoire de... Non. Ok. Ok. D'accord. Ah, c'est partisan là. C'est mignon. À voir. Bon. Ouais, on va voir là. La collection. Symbole de serment. Or, la coupe de cidre dernière. On en vase, donc on en a 4. On aurait pu aller par là, mais on s'en... Voyons voir les nouveautés. Ah, qu'est-ce que je vais là?
Clive.
Eh oui, c'est Clive. Ce que tu veux.
Purse weighing you down.
Diamantine. Ah, parce qu'on en a l'Excalibur, donc 230, 245. Pas la peine. Donc la même chose, on a les chars de soir. Rien de nouveau là. Pour les matériaux, je pense qu'il y en a. Ouais. Il n'y en a pas. Les partitions. Et puis là, méga elixir. Hein. Restitue la totalité des points de vie maximum et remplit entièrement la jauge de transcendance. Augmente également l'attaque de 10% et la défense de 30% pendant 60 secondes. Cet objet a une utilisation particulière. S'il est placé à un accès rapide, il sera consommé automatiquement les points de vie tombent à 0. On va prendre un.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Et des élixirs. Parce qu'on est vraiment riche là.
It'd better all be here.
Non, non, on veut 2.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Eh oui. Je te rendre riche aussi, hein. Voyons voir notre Blackthorn. Notre forgeron. Purificatrice. Donc, on a Excalibur. Je pense que n'a pas vraiment une grande différence là avec Excalibur. Mais quoi pas. Electrum, on en a toujours pas trouvé. Et mince. Oh. Ah là 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 là. Bracelet de l'Ouroboros. Oricalque, pancrasse, fleur en vol. Donc on a une muqueuse que je pense pas. Je sais pas où on peut l'avoir, mais. Mais là c'est. Hein. On verra ça après. Est-ce qu'on peut renforcer quoi que ce soit? Non. Il n'y a pas vraiment de changement par rapport à l'épée, mais. Qui est le suivant? Voyons voir les nouveaux. Nouvelle musique plutôt. Et ouais, la nouvelle. Hein? Mais ouais, la nouvelle. Non. Non, c'est celle-là. Non. Non, non. Pas vraiment. Non. préfère celle-là. Et je me suis habitué déjà. Alors là, les nouveaux. Arcade, non, c'est une défi, non. L'apparence, noir et gris. Non, et. Âme. Les souveraines. Où est l'excalibur là? Bon là. Je suis équipé avec purificatrice, ok. Est-ce que vous aimez? C'est presque. C'est plus bon. Voyons voir. Ouais. C'est plus beau. D'accord. Voyons voir. Hein? On va voir. La bibliothèque.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
On doit.
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few
Gain
new
d'expérience.
works that might interest you. Here's a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
Très important. L'encyclopédie est très importante. Si vous ne retrouvez plus votre repère des événements et tout ça, vous pouvez revenir là, clarifier tout ça. Voyons voir. Non. C'est là. Je vais pas parler au tout, mais découvrons les nouvelles cibles d'élite et tout ça. Ah, avant, prenons nos récompenses.
How may I help you today, Clive?
On a attaque, une seule médaillon de pontife.
Here you are.
Nouvelle, donc presque.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Et voyons voir les nouvelles cibles. On en a déjà eu quelques-uns. Il y aura une vidéo dédiée pour les monstres d'élite. Ok. Donc on en a 3, 5, 6, 7 et 8 et 9. Donc il y aura là, c'est nouveau S, B, A et un nouveau S et les autres et O. Donc, il y en a quelques-uns. Et il y aura une vidéo dédiée aux monstres de C jusqu'au A et une autre vidéo dédiée aux monstres d'élite rang S. C'est sûr. Et maintenant, je pense qu'on doit parler. Ah, on fait une petite mise à jour avec notre Viviane.
Clive,
Oui.
allow me to educate you.
Et
Of course.
Et
One must understand one's place in the world.
ah bah ouais.
The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
Allez, on y va.
Otto, how fares the realm?
The realm? As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh no, I'm just a messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Voyons voir these facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing. But pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
Bon. Ça devient chaotique. Ouais, je pense qu'on est presque... je pense 70% du jeu, peut-être. Ah, bon, ah bah ouais, possible.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Is a storm coming soon?
On se dirige vers Otto.
Clive, we have a problem.
On a toujours un problème.
That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are three. We had a bloody owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got a Kashik out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Let them know we're on our way.
Ouais. C'est toujours à nous de faire la différence. Qu'est-ce qu'il a celui-là?
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Here you go.
Vive la reine de la nuit. Donc les quêtes principales, je pense.
Seen enough?
Attends, est-ce qu'on peut se déplacer?
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Here you go.
Ah ben ouais, on peut. Donc on y va. On se déplace tout simplement.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts from the far side of the wall.
I saw it with my own eyes. A whole of Oriflame under her blood.
And we're next.
We are here to stop all of this. Oh. On va se débrouiller comme toujours. Puisqu'on est le héros là. Ou le protagoniste.
Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Oh.
A Kashik, but different.
Ultima's thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Ah, je me suis rappelé un truc. Les pouvoirs de Bahamut, là, on doit changer. On n'utilise pas trop. On va se débarrasser de là. Il est où le Bahamut? C'est là. 1082. Ok. Les aides de Bahamut pour concentration dans les temps, il faut le premier d'inventaire. Puis, on se méga fission. Ok. On le toujours en répétition. Ah. Oh. Très costaud là. Ça peut être un ou plusieurs satellites qui attaquent lorsqu'ils utilisent un tir magique. Et c'est quoi le tir magique? Giga fission. Ah là 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 là. Très fort, très fort. Donc on va acquérir. Donc on va utiliser, je pense, celui-là. Ok. On va rien utiliser tout ça. On va rien utiliser 600 et est-ce qu'on va pas, on va se permettre à ça va nous comptera du temps pour attaquer avec tout ça. On va voir. Mais ça sera très intéressant là. Ok. Et celle-là, 112. On peut aussi avoir plus tard. Top donc. Et on va s'équiper. En changeant. En mettant Bahamut. Donc on en a les trois. Phoenix, Bahamut et Titan. Comme nos trois primordiaux. On testera ça. Je pense dans quelques instants. Allez, on doit y aller. Alors. C'est par ici. Allez, là.
Please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall, because they are my charges and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Clive, look!
I see them. With me!
Should I try?
No. Save your strength.
On va les mettre comme ça. Et allez. Oh, on en a d'autres. Ah, la liche que je déteste. Je déteste cette liche. Allez, allez. Bon. Allez. Méga vision. Allez. Ah, c'est la guerre là. Là. Oh, quel finish! Cendre enchantée, 55.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Ah, désolé les gars, je suis encore un peu enrhumé, mais restez là.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing.
I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Donc là, on va parler la République de Donmilde. Et... Chez notre Lubor.
Sid! Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Eh oui.
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Ah, oh là là. Non. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on va voir là?
Like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
C'est qui ce Victor? Je me rappelle plus le nom de Victor, moi.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Ok. On va pouvoir se débarrasser de ces bandits et tout ça.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Alors, cette relation avec Gilles, ça devient très drôle. Qui est le plus près? Non, pas non.
Picture it, Conrad.
Huh?
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Ils l'ont eu.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Ah, laissez-moi tranquille. C'est tranquille, Clive.
Then let us band together and show these brutes that Dalimil is not to be trifled with.
A shop? Why would anyone do that?
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak.
Oh.
All of them.
Oh my.
Serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Allez. On va combattre les bandits. Un grand nombre, je pense. C'est par là, je pense. Okay. Ils sont là.
The women folk have come to us.
Ouais, vanish.
It's all yours.
Première méga fission.
They mean to overwhelm us. Ogle, kill! All yours, Tony.
Allez.
Finished. All yours, Tony.
Oh, quelle esquive! Opa!
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
On se dépêche. Voyons voir. Est-ce qu'ils ont pu combattre ou pas? Hein?
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad.
You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
Et une union va se transformer en amour. Haha.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Notre mission ici. It's done. Donc, on va passer à la dernière mission, la dernière quête, à l'auberge de Martha.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Oh,
But all our beds are taken.
c'est pas bon, voilà.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Oh, prends ça. Oh. Let's go. Let's go.
Do you
Pour
think
les
there are
aider.
as many as Martha says?
More.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you? Them not. Not a chance.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Ouais. Ah, la défonce là. Oh, ils sont là.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
So Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Oups.
Behind you.
Ils sont là.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try.
Allez.
Always.
Let's go for a ride. Oh. 2-1.
All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill!
3 attaques de méga fission. Ça va faire beaucoup de dommages. Oh. Oh là 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 là. Ah, quelle défense, c'est là. Oh! Et avec un bon finish. Tout ça pour 3 ans d'XP, hein. Pas beaucoup, hein.
Is anyone hurt?
Nope.
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Si je veux.
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Let's go.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Donc on va se diriger à l'échange. Je comprends. C'est plus près par là, je pense. Ouais, c'est plus près. On va revenir. On peut prendre une route là-bas. Non, on revient.
Mad dogs, the lot of them.
Là-bas, on doit y aller.
Just patch me up as quick as you can and get me back out there.
Oh, on a appena il chocobo.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh, genre. Ah, juste là. Ils sont où, hein? Ah. Quand on parle du loup.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Hey, deux. Bon, Eric. Allez, c'est du barbecue, du chocobo, barbecue. Ils sont les autres. Oh. À la peine. Ouh. Oh, wow. Quel suivi. Oups.
Something's coming.
Eh là là là. Ah, on a du renfort.
Did I miss anything?
Mais rien du tout.
First round, so wait. Shall we?
Là, on doit prendre les choses au sérieux, une efficient. Oh! Bon. Hop. Oh. L'a eu.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
J'espère.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Oh, il est chez Martha là. Oh là là. Beaucoup de combats. On s'inquiète. Et Ultima.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Oh! Ah, c'est un objet pour être sur foulard de gardien de l'étincelle. Intéressant.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
C'est qui ce Oscar?
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. and spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy sheep. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are... I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Ok. Bienvenue.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.